Hey there, I'm Olivia, and welcome back to Big Dream Crochet. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching. You're probably preparing for a market or just want to see, what happens during market prep. So I hope this video is helpful to you. And if you're a regular viewer, thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. I really appreciate you. And today I'm so excited to talk about market prep. So I have my very first market on Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, and I'm going to tell you everything that I did to prepare for it. Currently, it's Monday, so I have a few days to finish up, the little parts of prep that I haven't done yet. But we'll get to all that later. But today is all about market prep. So I just kind of want to start off this video by telling you how I found the market. I feel like that was something that I was really confused on when I was interested in doing markets, like how to find the right market. So what I did to find this market, I went onto Facebook. I feel like Facebook is a really great place to look for markets or maybe like groups that put on handmade markets in your area. So I just typed in like handmade markets with my city, and I was able to find this market that I'm currently at. So the market that I'm doing is actually a 2-day market. Okay, I mean, it was a really good deal to sign up for 2 days. You got like a lower price. So I was like, hey, why not? And I also didn't consider how much inventory that you need for a 2-day market. And especially because this is my first market that I will ever be doing, I'm not so sure that was a great idea to sign up for a 2-day market. But you know what? It's going to be an adventure for sure. And this market for me is pretty much like experimental. I really just want to see how well my stuff is going to do, and like what my most popular items will be, or maybe things I could add. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect from this market. So I'm just kind of going in with no expectations. I'm pretty sure because of where I live, I've been to a couple of different markets in my town, and there's never a lot of people there. So I think this will be a good market to start off with because it won't be like crazy busy. But I also don't know how well I'm going to do there because there isn't going to be a lot of people. I don't know. It's summer, so the weather's been really nice, and maybe more people will come out to look at the market. But I'm just not sure. I have literally zero expectations for how this is going to go. It's really just practice. Yeah, that's pretty much the intro to this market. I definitely recommend, if you want to find markets in your area, definitely Facebook is a really good place to look. Just search for like craft groups or handmade market groups on Facebook. And of course, you can also use Google too. Just search up like handmade markets with your town next to it. And hopefully, you should find something for that. So that's how I found this market. And let me tell you more about what I did next after I signed up. So after I signed up for the market and I got the confirmation email that I had a spot and I was ready to go, I I got a couple of tables from Walmart, just basic folding tables, and also got some tablecloths from Amazon, the kind that like stretch down to the bottom of the legs. I don't know what they're called, but they're made of like this spandex material, and it like molds to the shape of the table. Anyways, I got some of those, and I already had an easy up. And my mom has done a couple of markets before, so I used some of her old decorations, and I did a little mock booth in my backyard. So I set up everything in my booth the way that I I would ideally like to set it up at the actual market, and that gave me a really good idea of what I was missing, or like what I had a lot of, or just like things that I needed, to see your booth in person. um it's it's really good to practice and just help you get a better game plan of what you actually want to do come market day. So yeah, but anyways, that's what I did. So I did that little booth setup, and I figured out that I needed a lot more inventory and more vertical decorations and also some little signs and stuff, which I did make. Once I had my market set up, ready to go, and I kind of knew what I needed to work on for the next couple of weeks, I really wanted to get a like payment system where I'm able to take cards and all of that because I didn't have anything like that. And just like saying just cash, like cash only, I feel like you would lose out on so many sales because not a lot of people carry around cash anymore. So I got a little card reader. Now I had a little run around with Square trying to do this because Square was like the most popular card reader brand that I had seen, right? I'm sure, if you're watching, you've heard of the little Square thing that you just plug into your phone and it swipes cards and all of that. That's what I really wanted to do because I can't remember if it was free. I think it was free if you set up your account with Square. And so I tried to do that because that seemed like the easiest option, but Square would not verify me. I tried so many times making sure all of my information I was putting in was correct, and Square just kept saying, no, we can't verify your identity. I'm so sorry. And I called support like multiple times, chatting with them, and they couldn't do anything. And they also did not want to delete my account after I've already created it. And there's no way I could do that on my own. So I had some problems with them, but if Square works for you, that's great. I really wanted it to work for me, but it just didn't. So I had to find another option. So if you also like I don't know, if you have tried Square before and it didn't work, or you don't want to use Square and you want to use another platform, this is the platform that I use. This is the card reader I got. So this is the little box it came in. It's called the Sum Up Card Reader. Okay, there's like 2 or 3 different models that you can get. I got the most basic, smallest one because I didn't really need all that much. I haven't done any transactions on it yet. I will be doing that before the market though to make sure that this actually does its job and takes payments. So I'll go ahead and open it up and show you. There's a little app that you get that helps you do the payments. And you need to get the app if you want the Sum Up card reader. Okay, if I can get this out of the box. Okay, so this is what the little card reader looks like. So it has this screen. Let me see if I can turn it on and show you. The battery is like almost dead because I haven't charged it since I pulled it out of the box. But anyways, yeah, it just has this little sum up thing. It takes chip, swipe, and it also does tap too. So it does all 3 of those payment methods, which I think is really great because then you can say, oh yeah, we also take Apple or Google Pay too if they didn't bring, their credit card or any cash. So I think this is a really great option. It was easy to set up. I was able to verify my identity with SumUp. It seems like they're a smaller, a bit more personal company, so it was easier to verify my identity. Maybe because Square is such a big company and it has so many users that they just can't take everyone, I guess, or the support isn't as personal because they have so many people. But I thought SumUp was so easy to set up, and I really like it so far. I haven't used it for a transaction, but the app makes it really easy to like add items and add, your sales tax and all of that. Yes, I really like it. If you are looking for some kind of card reader system, definitely check out SumUp. That's how I problem solved my issue of a Square not being able to verify my identity and desperately needing a card reader. It was a very stressful time trying to figure all this out, but it worked and I was able to get this one. And the pricing wasn't too bad. I mean, I would have liked Square because it was free, but this, I think I paid like $40 for this little thing. I'm not sure though. I can't remember how much exactly, but I think it was somewhere around there. I'll put the link in the description to the card reader that I'm using so you can check it out if you want. Okay, I guess I can talk about these little signs that I made. I don't have well, at least at the time that I'm filming this video, I don't have a banner that has my like business name and logo on it. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to get one in time for my market, but it just didn't happen, and that's okay. These last few weeks of my life have been pretty stressful, and I've had a lot of different things going on. So some things for market prep just kind of took the back seat while I dealt with everything else. Ideally, I would have liked to have, you know, a big banner that can hang like on one of my tables, or maybe on like the top part of my little easy up that I have. But it didn't happen. That's okay. I'll do it for the next market for sure. But I did make these little signs. They were basically free to make. I used Canva. These are the little signs that I've made for to put up in my booth. I'm gonna get those little like plastic paper holders. So you just like, it's clear, it stands upright, and you just slide the piece of paper in. I haven't gotten them yet. I think I'll have to go to Walmart or something to get them, or maybe they'll have them at Joann's. I'm not sure. I made this one right here. This says pay here, and it lists all of my different payment methods that I take. I think this will be really nice when someone comes to pay and they ask, oh, do you take this? I can point at the sign and be like, I take all of these things. So yeah, that one should be helpful. And then I got this one that says, let's be crochet friends. And it has my little QR code to my link tree and all the different platforms that I'm on. So they can follow me on Instagram. Maybe if they don't purchase anything, but they like want to keep in contact, you know, they can follow me on Instagram or YouTube or something. Which, by the way, if you're not following me on YouTube, why not? Go ahead, click the subscribe button right now. Hit that little notification bell, because, you know, I will be posting the results of my market afterwards. I'm pretty sure that will be my next video upload. So don't miss out on that. You'll get to see exactly how I do with all the prep that I put into this market. You'll get to see what the outcome was. So go ahead and subscribe. Okay, and then my next sign that I have here is it's a sign that says, what are you paying for when you buy crochet items? And it has a little list here. It says materials, time, and skills. So I made this sign. I was inspired by Katie Being Creative. She's another crocheter on Instagram and YouTube. She's super cool. Definitely check her out or look her up if you have the time. She made a little sign like this for her markets, just kind of explaining like what goes behind the prices, because crochet items can be pricey sometimes. But when you look at what goes into it, materials, time, and skill, crochet often ends up being worth the price that it's listed at. I included this little sign because I kind of have the feeling that I'm going to get some comments from customers or people visiting my booth saying, oh, like, wow, this is really expensive, or just something like that, like wondering about the price. So I thought that the sign would be a good conversation starter, or maybe if they're thinking that, oh my goodness, this is so expensive, then they'll see the sign and be like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense, you know. I don't know, I just feel like that's a good way to kind of, you know, be more honest and open with your customers, and, you know, give them insight into your business so they really do understand, you know, why they're paying a certain price. I just think it's good. It's an honest thing to do, so I wanted to include that. Concerning like price signs, I will be just writing down the prices on like little pieces of paper and like taping them in the area. I might do some price tags for bags that I've made, because I have a couple of checkered bags and market bags that I didn't make a lot of. Like there's only one or two of them. And so those like single items that aren't part of a group, those ones will get a price tag. But I made multiples of everything. So I pretty much will just be using like, I'll just be writing on a piece of paper like bucket hats, the smudge or something, and sticking it by all of the bucket hats. So that's what I'm doing in terms of, you know, price signage and all of that. Okay, I think I'm pretty much ready to show you everything, absolutely everything that I made for this market. I have right here a little spreadsheet. It's a little Google Sheets that I made that shows me the price of each item, the quantity, the total group price of each item and the overall item total and the overall price total of everything that I made. I definitely recommend making a spreadsheet to keep track of your inventory and pricing and all of that. You'll be making so many items that it'll probably be hard to keep track like in your head of how much you have of one item or how much it's going to be. So I definitely recommend making this spreadsheet. Just use the basic functions like sum or multiply or something. Sure that you can buy spreadsheets like market inventory spreadsheets on Etsy. They always have a ton of digital products like that there. There's probably a tutorial on YouTube or something like that somewhere. So use the internet to figure out exactly how to do it. I just use the basic functions like adding boxes together or multiplying boxes, and I was able to get the information that I wanted to see. So, okay, let me go ahead and give you a tour on everything that I crocheted for my 2-day market. My first market ever, 2 days. I have 99 total items. So I'll go ahead and list all the patterns that I use in the description. If it lets me do that, I feel like that might be a lot of patterns to list there. I might run out of room, but I will list as many that I can. And I'll show you the price and how many I made of each item too. So let's go ahead and get started on that. First up, I have this big bee that I made. It's a very cute little guy. For this big bee, I have $30. I made these little whales. These ones are $10 each. Okay, and I made 8 of them. This is a big strawberry that I made. For him, I am charging $30. I just made one. Mini bees. I'm charging $15 for these little mini bees. Oh, I made 8 mini bees. Leggy frogs. I made 8 leggy frogs, and they are each priced at $12. I made these mini strawberries. I'm selling these for $20 each, and I made 2. I have these keychains that I've made. These are my bubblegum sweetheart keychains that I came out with the pattern for. They have a matching wallet, but I decided just to make the keychains. For these are $7 each. So, okay, and then I made these little car charms. They're also like bag charms. These are just like crochet charms that you can put on anything. Oh, $5 per car charm. I have 2 of them. String of pearls, potted plant hangers. For these ones, I am charging $24 per plant, and I made 5 of them. Next up, I made a variety of these velvet twisted headbands. I made 2 blue headbands, a pink one, and a yellow one. These ones I am selling for $15 each. I have 4 of them. Okay, and then next up I have some of my bucket hats that I made. I made this bead bucket hat. All of these bucket hats are my own patterns, so definitely check them out on Etsy or Ribbler if you like them. You can sell the finished bucket hats. Just make sure that you give me credit as the pattern in whatever listing, or if you're selling them in person and someone asks, just let them know, hey, it's Big Dream Crochet. This is my basket weave bucket hat. And then I made a serene bean bucket hat and another bead bucket hat. So I have 4 of those all together, and they are $25 each. I made these cute little pocket pouches. These are just like tiny purses that I make that can fit your phone and wallet and chapstick. That's really all that can fit in here. I'm selling them for $20 each, and I made 3. I have a purple one too, and a red one. Okay, and then I made a lot of these bandanas. Okay, I made 5 bandanas, and I'm selling them for $15 each. And I made some purple ones too, so I have pink and purple. These are scrunchies that I made on my knitting machine. So you just make like a little tube on the knitting machine and sew it around a hair tie, and voila, you have a knit scrunchie. So I made 3 of these ones. The knit scrunchies I sell for $10 each. I have some velvet scrunchies too, velvet knit scrunchies. I have 5 scrunchies altogether, 2 velvet, 3 regular, just acrylic yarn. Oh, I guess I do have another bucket hat. Forgot about this one. Okay, I made another bead bucket hat. So I guess I actually have, oh yeah, this is 5. This is my 5th one. Yes, this one is $25. This should be with the other bucket hats that I made. Okay, and then I made this bag. This is my sugar cookie tote bag. I just made it in a little bit different colors. Reminds me a lot of coffee. I only made one of these and I'm selling it for $45. Okay, next up I have a few market bags that I made. So I made this red market bag, and then I have this green and white one too. I'm selling all 3 of those market bags, oh, for $45 each. I have this orange, yeah, I guess it's orange. It's like a golden yellow. I have this checkered bag here. This will also be selling for $45 each. Okay, and then next up I have these 3 knitting machine beanies. Honestly, these are just a gamble putting them out on the table. It's summer, and these are also beanies for kids. My knitting machine can only make beanies for kids, at least beanies like this, because it's pretty small. I think it has like 40 pins in it or something. It's not a big one. Um, but I made 3 of these, and they're $15 each. They only took me about an hour to make. Okay, and then in this bag, I'm not going to take all of them out. Mini octopuses, octopi. I asked you guys on my Instagram which one it was because Google gave me conflicting information. And some of you said octopuses, someone said octopi. Someone said that, like, in marine biology, it's octopi, but in the normal world, it's octopuses. So, no idea. Okay. Anyways, I have 19 of these. I sold one to one of my friends. But yes, they're so cute. I have a purple one, this like light blue color, a pink one. I also have a dark blue one too. Those ones are selling for $7 each. They only take me about 30 minutes to make. So this is a really good market project. I made these mesh bags. So the mesh bags are $25 each. I made this light pink one, this dark pink one, this green one, which is like my absolute favorite shade of green ever. And then I made this lavender one, and then I made this light blue one. I made these water bottle slings. So again, this is my own pattern. The bead bucket hat and bottle sling. This is the bottle sling I have from it. I'm selling these water bottle holders for $25 each. So I made this lavender one, this dark pink one, this dark purple one, this yellowish gold color, a light blue one, a black one, and this medium blue color. So altogether, I have 7 of these. So and they go for $25 each. So okay, so those are my 99 items that I have to sell at my 2-day market. Let me tell you what went into the pricing, because you might be wondering, oh, why was this expensive if it's small or something like that. If you're just wondering about the prices, this is what happened. So see, this is an excellent time to pull out your what goes into my prices sign. Materials. So since I didn't buy a lot of yarn for this market, I was just using what I already had. I didn't charge a lot for materials, and especially because a lot of the things that I made were so small. The material charge was not that much. The materials can be yarn, stuffing, safety eyes, or I don't know, just extra things that you use to make the item. So that goes into my pricing. Time. So this is pretty much where the base of my pricing comes in. So I give myself minimum wage for each hour that I work on a project. So minimum wage in my area is about $15. So I charge 15 an hour for whatever item I have. So if an item like those little mini octopi, If that takes me 30 minutes, well, 30 minutes is half an hour, so half an hour would be half of 15, so it's about $7, $7.50, something like that. Or for like my checkered bags, since those ones took me 3 hours, I would charge 15 times 3, we get the $45. So that's what goes into my pricing. And you know, I'm just beginning at this. This is my first ever market, so maybe my prices will go up in the future. Maybe they'll go down. I don't know. Like I said in the beginning of this video, this sale for me is kind of experimental. We'll see what happens and, you know, what sells, and I'll get to learn about, you know, the things I should do differently or do the same. And pricing is just a part of that. We'll see. So if you're looking, like if you're curious on how to price your items, definitely figure out what minimum wage is in your area and charge yourself by hour for that. So if something takes you 2 hours, you need 2 hours worth of minimum wage to go into that price. And you can also follow some other creators. I'm pretty sure Cameron's Cute Creations, she is a crocheter on Instagram and YouTube. Yeah, she is on YouTube. I think she just released a pricing calculator, so definitely go check that out if you want to see like a more in-depth conversation about pricing. All that I do for pricing is just charge maybe $1 or $2 extra for materials and also for time, how much work I put into it. And I'm sure that will change as my items that I make differ. Ultimately, it will just be by minimum wage and the materials. Those are the two things that go into a lot of my prices. Well, I think that is pretty much it. That's all that I have done to market prep. I have a couple things to finish up this week, like getting the plastic holders for these signs and making the pricing signs. And maybe I'll do a mock setup again before the market. I'm pretty happy and content with everything that I have prepped so far, and I am excited to see how this is going to go. I just can't believe that I'm finally doing my own market and I'll have my own booth. But for now, this market is really just for me to see what is going to happen because I really don't know. I really have no idea what's going to happen, but that's the most exciting part. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that, you know, maybe you're prepping for a market. I hope that everything is going well. And, you know, if you have any questions of like how I did something, definitely leave them in the comments. I will check and reply back to anyone who has any questions. My market is this weekend. And after that, I will be filming a how my first market went kind of video saying like what I sold, how much I made, how the market went, and just like my overall thoughts on the market and, you know, having my first one. So definitely subscribe for that one. I know I already told you to, but if you haven't yet, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you after this market. So that'll be next week. So I'll see you next week. Bye.